News, the suspect in the Catholic supply shooting made his first appearance in court Monday morning.
Plus, storms spawned blizzards in the Midwest, impacting holiday travel and triggering tornado warnings in the metro area.
And one of the biggest shopping days of the year, Cyber Monday, is expected to be the biggest shopping day in online history. Those stories plus sports, weather, and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Jake Baumgartner.
And I'm Taylor Grant.
A car crash in St. Charles killed one person and injured two more Saturday evening. A Ford pickup truck collided with a car on eastbound Highway 364 just east of Junk Station Road around 6:30. Officials say both vehicles slid off the roadway and struck the guardrail. 31-year-old Sarah Shepard from St. Charles was the driver of the car and pronounced dead at the hospital shortly after the crash. Two O'Fallon, Missouri residents were taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
Do you think robots are taking jobs away from humans? Well, that may be the case in some Schnucks stores. The robots are known by Tally and will be seen in many St. Louis area stores. They move around on a Roomba-like base and use cameras and motion sensors to perform inventory and price checks. Schnucks says the robots are used to collect better data on shopping habits and inventory. Right now, the robots are at stores in Baldwin, De Pere, Webster Groves, and Woods Mill. In the next month, Twin Oaks, Granite City, Spanish Lake, and Florissant will be getting their own robots. Advisory for most of the St. Louis area on Sunday proved just how dangerous it can be for firefighters. Fire crews in North City had a close call when the side of a house engulfed in flames came down.
You have a big line off or a large diameter hose line on the other side. Here comes, whoa, whoa! Just got a park collect. You guys all right?
As you can see, none of the firefighters were hurt when part of the vacant home fell in the fire on Cottage Avenue. The crew on the side of the home was trying to make sure the fire didn't spread to the other home. St. Louis fire crews had to deal with half a dozen fires within several hours of each other. Separately, one person is dead after a flash fire inside of a South St. Louis home on Saturday. At every Lindenwood hockey game, Carter and his father sit in the same spot, cheering on and supporting their favorite teams as they hit the ice. 4-year-old Carter is one of 15,000 people living with Angelman syndrome. The rare and complex neurogenetic disorder characteristically includes lack of speech and walking imbalance disorders, but Carter is always standing to greet his favorite players and even plays for the Blues special hockey team.
The rink in general is Carter's safe haven.
The Yellow Butterfly Project, in partnership with Lindenwood and local authorities, hosted the inaugural Midwest Human Trafficking Conference. LUTV reporter Madeline Raineri went to the conference to talk with St. Louis leaders in the human trafficking movement.
The first annual event was held on Friday in the Anheuser-Busch Leadership Room at Lindenwood University. The event, sponsored by the Yellow Butterfly Project, featured different speakers, discussions, and local organizations dedicated to stopping sex trafficking, especially locally. The Yellow Butterfly Project provides an opportunity to provide training about human trafficking to educators, school counselors, law enforcement, attorneys, social workers, community members, and other professionals working in the field of human services.